Somewhere in your home, or in the home of someone you love, there is a copy of a book that sold over 20 million copies and told people they could think their way to a better life. You may have read it. You may have believed it, at least for a season. You may have sat with a notebook and genuinely tried to hold the right image in your mind long enough for the universe to respond. And then real life came back, the way it always does, and the things you had been picturing did not arrive on schedule. And something in you concluded that the failure must have been yours, that you hadn't wanted it clearly enough, that you hadn't believed without sufficient doubt, that the method was sound and the fault was in the person trying it. That quiet conclusion, that the failure was yours to carry, is one of the most expensive things that book produced. Because the problem was never your wanting. The grain of truth at the center of the law of attraction is ancient and real. Intention shapes reality. The inner life has consequences in the outer world, and what you hold consistently in the mind is not neutral. Every serious spiritual tradition on earth has understood this in some form, Kabbalah included. In fact, Kabbalah understood it 5,000 years before anyone put it in a bestseller. So this is not a refutation, it is a completion. What I want to show you today is what that book got right, and what it catastrophically left out. And when you understand what was edited out, a great deal of your life, not just your reading life, your actual financial and relational life, will begin to make a different kind of sense. The book showed you the magnet. It did not show you what happens after the filings arrive. It did not ask whether your hands were the right shape to hold what you had drawn toward you. That question, the question of the vessel, the shape of the container, the capacity to hold, is the question Kabbalah spent 5,000 years answering. And it is the question that changes everything. The Zohar, the central text of Kabbalistic wisdom, compiled in the 13th century from teachings that trace back thousands of years further, describes a universe in which abundance is not scarce, not rationed, not distributed according to merit or the clarity of your vision. The sages who wrote it held that a light which the Zohar's answer is not to stop wanting. These were not monks renouncing the world. The answer is to transform the want, to reshape the cup from the desire to receive for oneself alone into the desire to receive in order to share. And the moment that transformation happens, something almost mechanical occurs. The hole seals. Because a vessel that receives in order to give has somewhere for the abundance to go. It is no longer a dead end. It has become a channel. And the light, they said, rushes toward an open channel the way water has always found the path that is open to it. The law of attraction got you to the river. The Zohar tells you how to build the channel that the river flows into. There is a phrase the Kabbalists placed at the foundation of all of this, and it matters that you hear it in their own words. Lehitiv lenivrav. It means that the world exists with a purpose, specifically that creation was brought into being so that every person might receive a true and lasting fullness. Not a moment of satisfaction, a fullness that holds. This was not wishful thinking. It was their understanding of the physics of existence, that abundance is the default condition of the universe, and that scarcity is what happens when the vessel is the wrong shape to receive what is already arriving. And here is where the 5,000-year version becomes harder than the best-selling version. Because the Zohar does not offer a shortcut, it offers a staircase. The first step is knowledge, understanding how the principle actually works, which is what this hour is. But knowledge alone changes nothing. The world is full of people who understand the law of attraction perfectly and still have a cup with a hole in it. So knowledge must become application, the thing done in the body before any result is visible, the candle lit before any warmth is felt. Application, kept faithfully over time, becomes transformation. You are no longer performing new actions. You have become a different kind of container. And only from that transformed vessel does the fourth step arrive. Connection. The actual, lasting flow of abundance into a life that has learned how to hold it. The cheap version sold 20 million copies because it offered the fourth step without the first three. It promised connection and asked only for wanting. And wanting, however sincere, is not a step on the staircase. It is what people do when they don't know the staircase exists. The full map has always been there. It was kept, for most of its history, behind a door most people were never shown. You are at that door now. So here is what the complete circuit looks like, stated plainly. You receive not by wanting more intensely, but by becoming the kind of vessel that has somewhere to put what arrives. You become that vessel not by holding the right image in your mind, but by practicing in actual life the act of giving what you want to receive. The person who wants more connection gives connection first. The person who wants more abundance creates value for others before waiting for value to appear. Not because the universe rewards good behavior like a teacher handing out marks, but because the act of giving is the literal mechanism by which the cup gets reshaped. You cannot give consistently without becoming, over time, a person who has the capacity to hold. The giving is not the sacrifice. The giving is the construction. The law of attraction was pointing at something true. It simply stopped too early. It showed you the wanting and called it the work. The Zohar shows you the becoming and calls that the work. And the difference between those two, between wanting and becoming, is the distance between a cup with a hole and a channel that never runs dry. The spark that is waiting in your hands has not been withheld. It has been waiting for a vessel ready to hold it. And the vessel is shaped not by the force of your wanting, but by the quality of your giving. You have already done more of that work than you know. The years of showing up for others, of building something that served people, of staying when leaving would have been easier. All of it was already shaping the cup. The Zohar would look at your life and say, "You have been doing the work. You did not have the name for it. Now you do." Share this with one person who blamed themselves when the law of attraction did not deliver. It was not their fault. It was the missing half. Follow the channel so the next piece of the map finds you when you are ready for it. And leave one word below. What do you want to receive that you are now willing to become? We lift the next spark together. You had the right instinct from the beginning. You were reaching towards something real. Now you have the complete map.